Anyway guys, welcome back to the channel. So today I think we're going to be talking about a kind of an interesting subject. It's not really something I've really gone over much, but Brickmania released a South Korean soldier figure who served during the Korean War. That's the era of the figure, and I thought I'd kind of go over the how authentic the figure is to the period. I'm sure they have researchers going over this stuff, but I think it's interesting going over the particular types of gear these people used during the conflict. And since Brickmania doesn't write anything on their website, like a description of what they're wearing, they kind of just assume you know. I think it would be kind of interesting to kind of make a series talking about these figures. So let's get into the video. Here's a bit of a less distracting picture. I think we're going to go top to bottom, but let's start with the M1 Grants. So M1 Grants were used extensively during World War II, but I know right after the war they kind of pushed out their inventory of the guns quite a bit because you know how they kind of demobilized a large portion of their military because they were no longer in wartime. But I know for a fact that U.S. allies like Korea during that time and a lot of other countries were sold M1 grams because the U.S. didn't need so many anymore. So I'm not surprised to see South Korean soldiers using them. So next we're going to look at the M1 helmet. So during this time the U.S. Army used the M1 helmets. I'm not sure about the particular history and what happened to a lot of the helmets over the war, but I can imagine that a lot of the M1 helmets were also sold to different nations after the war because they decreased their army. So looking at this picture, we can see all these South Korean soldiers are wearing helmets, and we can even see them holding M1 Grands. This is probably some inspection. I think this photo was taken in 1951. Okay, so now we're going to talk about the shirt. The shirt is kind of the most interesting part of this particular figure because it looks extraordinarily similar to the U.S. Army issue OG 107, which was used by the U.S. military. I think production started in 52, and they were used extensively during the Korean War, but I think, and mainly in older pictures, you see more HBTs rather than OG 107s. And if you don't know, so OG 107 is basically a field shirt, and so OG stands for olive green, and 107 is the particular shade of the color, and it's just that's what the shirt is referred to by. But the primary giveaway that it looks like an OG 107 is the shape of the pockets. But I'm guessing, I don't know, I'm kind of confused about this because in a lot of period pictures you see shirts very similar to that, but the particular style that they use for this figure looks like a U.S. Army issue OG 107. But if we look at some more pictures of soldiers wearing shirts like that, the particular pocket style is not similar at all. I guess you could say the only thing that really bothers me about this shirt is kind of the coloration. It looks extremely army-like, especially relative to the pants, which I know are HBT pants. They got that particular style, but I'll talk about that in a minute. And then if you look if you look on the left pocket, you can see this little white thing with writing on it. I'm not completely sure what it is, but I'm guessing it's a name tag. I haven't seen a picture of a South Korean soldier wearing one, but this picture right now that I'm just about to show you, this guy is wearing something. This is kind of the only thing I've really been able to find, but I kind of doubt it's a tag. Okay, guys, let's get it over with. Oh, jeez. Okay, so these pants are 100% HBT pants. I literally went on Brickmania, their archives, and I found a U.S. Marine Corps Guadalcanal soldier, enlistee, who's wearing pants and a shirt with the exact same pattern, so I know for 100% they're HBTs. The only thing is, I highly doubt a South Korean soldier would be wearing HBTs. It's just, it really doesn't make sense why they'd be issued them unless they necessarily really needed them, and even in the military, they just didn't issue them that much. most of the pictures I've seen of South Korean soldiers are just wearing traditional pocketless pants. I mean, they're just really not necessary, so I'm kind of confused why they're there. And it kind of bothers me, to be completely honest. It's just, I just don't really, it doesn't look right to me. So I guess that's my only real complaint. I mean, the boots, they look pretty similar to other prints that Brickmania has made. I doubt they've changed anything, so. But I'm sure the U.S. Army probably issued boots to the South Koreans. They probably bought from the U.S., so I can't be completely sure about the boots. But the pants are the thing that bothers me, because I highly doubt South Korean soldiers would have used HBT pants. But I guess in terms of poking at it, in terms of historical authenticity, it kind of bothers me, because they really shouldn't have used HBTs, because that's the first thing I saw when I saw the figure. I was like, are they really using HBTs? Like, it just doesn't really make sense, though. So that's a little bit of a sigh, but I guess it could have been worse. And at least the people who bought the figure aren't going to be looking at it and be thinking that, because I'm sure they bought the figure like, well, it's got the right ammo pouches, which, oh, like, I still got to talk about the ammo pouches. Okay, guys, and I got quite lucky, because I actually found a picture of a guy wearing, that's not an M1 Garand, but you can clearly see he's wearing the same kind of cheap khaki sash that our South Korean soldier figure is wearing, and he's wearing the ammo pouch, the belt ammo pouch, the same way with another belt, so we can definitely check that that's definitely accurate. So overall, pretty accurate figure. The pants are going to bother me, and for some reason there's no printing on the boot top part. It kind of bothers me, because it looks weird, but I know the HBT thing isn't much of a big deal, but I'm pretty sure once I tell you it, you're going to think about it when you look at the figure. And also, looking at this picture, you can tell, look, he's not wearing HBTs. Anyway, so I hope you guys enjoyed the video. This was actually kind of a fun research project to do, a little bit. It's funner to edit and look at old pictures rather than just like doing some trashing Brickmania video. But I'm not saying those aren't fun, but it's kind of fun to do actual research sometimes. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. And if this video gets enough views, I might actually do more videos on this now, because it's kind of an interesting subject. And it gives me more ways to roast Brickmania, but I'll talk about roasting Brickmania tomorrow. I'm sure they'll do something really stupid tomorrow. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and hopefully I'll release another video this month.